So today's class, I'll just explain intro to PHP. So I'll put the bullet point. First point, we'll see how a PHP code is compiled or interpreted or executed, whatever. Okay, and I won't talk about the history because a lot of people talk about the history of PHP, but seriously, I don't care about the history of PHP. I don't know what happened in 2004, or I don't care what happened in 1997. All I care is, okay, is PHP any good for coding? Yeah, it's good for coding. So what are the latest developments? Yeah, these are the latest developments. So where do we get the documentation? And number three, types of websites. Number four, how do we approach? So these are the things we're gonna discuss in today's section or today's session. I'm sorry. So if you guys out there know anything about this, you can also join me in. Okay, I would like to say how a PHP code is compiled. Do you know anything about that, Bharat? How the PHP code is compiled? No. Okay. Good. No problem. Okay, fine. Okay, the reason I'll tell you why do we need this particular thing? The reason behind that is, a lot of people talk about performance. Okay, so what exactly is performance? Performance is the time taken by the PHP engine, by the Zend engine, to compile the code and give back, whatever the HTML it has, whatever the content it has. So that's the reason we need to know how is this getting compiled. So in that way we think about performance. Like, I see a lot of people code like they don't follow any standards out. All they care is, okay, do I get the output? Yeah, I'm getting the output. So that's not the right way to do, as far as I think. So the right way is to code it in the right way. That's what I know. It's not about output. It's about performance. The ultimate thing that counts is performance. So anytime if I have to do some website, I think about scaling first. Okay, how well how many users can this website get in particular. Let's say, okay, if the client says, yeah, it's 120,000, if he says, yeah, then okay, this should be our approach. We need not break our heads on large scale large scale application. All I gotta do is like, okay, which framework should I go for? So and I talk about frameworks too. Well, yeah, the approach. I mean, how do we approach itself, the framework? So I'll talk about frameworks and CMSs. Right, so that's something to keep in mind. So it's not about coding. It's not about a syntax. You can get the syntax anywhere, but coming to the architecture, yeah, that comes with experience. Actually, you code a website. If it breaks for 20,000 users, and there's no point, it won't work. So when I say 20,000 users, it's like 20,000 users accessing at the same point of time. Like, it's not about one user now, one user after 1 hour. That's the whole point. The whole point is, uh, I I assume at 1 second PHP alone can handle maybe 1,000 users per second. So if 1,000 are hitting at the same time, it again depends upon the hosting server, the bandwidth, how many users can it accommodate at a single point of time. Okay, yeah, Taufik's here, so let's see. Let us ask Taufik the same questions. Hey Taufik, what's up, man? How's the day? Work today? Well, yeah. So, Tawfiq, do you know any of the answers to the above questions, the 5 questions? First question, what is PHP? Via web server? Okay, cool, great, nice. So, what is PHP? Mm-hmm. Well, that's an age-old definition for PHP, but the actually is hypertext preprocessor. Don't ask me what is hypertext preprocessor. So it's a personal homepage when it is in its early days. So preprocessor, hypertext preprocessor. Yeah, good. So now what is HTML? Hypertext markup language. Great. So hypertext markup language. So both of them has hypertext. So what is hypertext now? No problem, man. I can understand the concept behind it. I mean, it's contextual. So what is hypertext now? Both of them has hypertext. So now what is hypertext? What is hypertext? Come on. Both of them has hypertext, right? You guys Google? You guys going to Google? Fine. So what is HTTP? Okay, okay, fine. So now let okay. What is HTTP? Hey, hi Kavita. You have registered long back, but this is your first class, right? This is your first class, right, Kavita? Hypertext transfer protocol. So now again hypertext. So we keep on talking about hypertext. So what is hypertext? Hypertext transfer protocol. So this means that it is something related to internet, I guess, right? So this is related to internet because these three technologies or these three acronyms here, they are purely for internet. So PHP, internet, in related sections of text and associated graphic material. Okay, found in Google, fine. So it's as simple as that. So this is nothing but the links topics. Okay, you both got the first result from Google, I guess. Nice, good, good. No problem. Fine. So this is something related to internet. That means a software system that links topics. So what links? It's internet. On the screen to related to information and graphics which are typically accessed by a point and click method. So it's nothing but internet. It's nothing but a URL. It's nothing but a web. I say the total communication that's happening in a web server. Like as soon as somebody hits a URL, okay, it has to fetch the information and come back again and show you the content. So that's called web architecture. So that is web architecture.